Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another one. This one's a little different. I am stepping away from gambling, as you know. It fucking broke my heart. I can't roll anything but a 7, and I'm not hopping the 7s anymore. So I've been working, thinking about Bitcoin, thinking about what's going on, and I wanted to make this video. Maybe some of you will watch it, maybe some of you will skip it. It's not necessarily a entirely gambling video, but I will do a little bit of gambling a little later in some form or another, and I'll show that. I can't fucking lose, and I'm too scared to be inside that fucking casino, so I'll just rinse everything I've made. And yeah, you guys know I gotta pay my bills and shit for Christmas. So I wanted to do this follow-up video on the last Bitcoin kind of like crypto video I did, where I explained how we're gonna get the valuations that the government needs, right, for Bitcoin. We're gonna get to billion per Bitcoin. And I know you're thinking, like, how is that even possible? How's that even, what do you mean? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's what I said would happen in the last video. These companies will get their valuations because they are part of the government, because the government is $39 trillion in debt, right? How do you pay $39 trillion? You don't. But you are a country that hands out dollars, right? Prints dollars. So once the transfer happens between the devaluation of the dollar and these valuations, because they correlate, right? This is how the government is going to pay their debt, right? Devaluing your dollar and making sure this scheme happens, right? How did the government get so much Bitcoin, and why are they so interested in the Silk Road, right? The Silk Road was an online marketplace for drugs and things. They transacted in Bitcoin. The government took and captured all of their Bitcoin, right? Then they sold it. They sold it and they made a killing, but they kind of legitimized Bitcoin with that selling of that Bitcoin, right? Now, I've told you before, institutions are the government, right? So whether they do it with gold, whether they do it with BTC, the government can capture it and take it away from you and rebalance their budget, right? They've done it before, right? Same thing's going to happen with BTC. They're going to capture it through their investment vehicles, companies, ETFs. Because, like I said, the institutions and the government are all the same. They're part of the same. You either play ball or you don't, right? They're going to balance their budget by devaluing our dollars and turning us over into Bitcoin, but they're not going to straight up give us Bitcoin. They're going to do stable coins. That'll be the new thing, right? Stable coins based on XRP, maybe. Or how about just stable coins based on the US, right? Us, the people. Anyways, it'll probably be a mixture. But here's how we get to this, right? BTC is finite. That's the key word, finite. There's supposed to be only 21 million coins minted. What I told you in the last video is that there was going to be 14 million. By the time it was all said and done, there was going to be 14 million left because people, what? They lose their keys. People expire, right? People forget. I know I have a little bit of Bitcoin in a wallet that I have no idea where I put the seed phrase. All right, work's calling. It's not a bad order. $10 for like a few miles. It's like 5x, I think. Let's go. But before I go and get that order, while they make it, I just wanted to finish this part of the video and say, if you walk away with anything from this small brain fart that I'm having here, and like I said, I will go into the casino later. I'll do a little advantage play, risk $20. That's all I can afford right now, and we'll go from there. But I just wanted to get this out of my brain. It's not gonna shoot right up, right? They're gonna be dips, right? We're in a dip right now. We're in a dip. That's gonna be the price action. My only question to you is $86,000 not worth having $1 billion one day? I mean, maybe not even that, but let's just say you want 100 million, right? Whatever the price action is, and that's why I drew this, whatever the price action is, doesn't matter. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. The government needs to get rid of this because they need to win, right? It's America, damn it. The freest country in the world. How are they gonna get there? $5 million golden visas, right? Who's gonna pay that? It's gonna be the companies, the Magnificent Seven that can afford that, right? They're bringing in all the smart people into America. Right. America is going to continue to be the best country in the world until it is not. But we don't talk about that. But America has now captured our finite asset that was given to us by Satoshi CIA Nakamoto. They're gonna pay and wash away the 39 trillion. It's like 37 or whatever, but by the time this is done, it's done. You're gonna wash it away with this. We're gonna ride it to the top with them, and we're gonna sell, because this is a trade, baby. This is not an investment. This is the biggest play of our lives. This is their plan, and this is our plan. This is how we get to retirement. By the time that we retire, that you and me retire, baby, this will probably be enough for a waffle at the Waffle House. But by golly, we would have turned our yearly salary, maybe 2 years for me, into an empire, baby. I know that sounds crazy. But just remember this. This is a finite asset, and there's only 14 million, and I don't care what people say. You're gonna research, and they're gonna tell you it's 21, and that's what the code says, that's what the white paper says. But this is an imperfect world. Cut that number in half, and you'll have the true madness that is going to, you'll have the consensus for the true madness that is going to happen here. And this is BTC, right? Who knows what's going to happen with the rest? XRP, I have no idea. It seems like they're giving it a shot. We'll see what happens. It's at like $2 right now. We'll see what happens.